Alright folks, how we doing? Welcome back to Let's Play Sailwind in 2025. In the last episode we sailed from Neverdin to Gold Rock. It was a very easy sail. Didn't get an awful lot of money, but the wind was right behind us the whole time. So very happy with that, it's a great start. I'm hoping that we can get a sail down to Alchemist Island today, sell some tobacco, and that should get us a good chunk of money to get started with. So without further ado, let's go and have a wee look and see what the guys got for us. So that looks good to me actually. We've got blue tobacco, 3 for 70 Alt lions, perfect. We've got green tobacco, another 3 for 51. Yep, so we're going to go ahead and take both of those. And it's not an awful lot of money, but at the start of the game, every little counts. So I'm just going to stock us up nice and quick here. For the sake of laziness, I would like to have used the cargo guy, but I don't have enough reputation, as you can see, so we're going to have to do the grunt work ourselves. But that is fine, everybody starts somewhere. And as I say, at the start of the game, every penny counts, and when you hire the cargo guy, it can cost anything from 1 to 2 coins per item to load up the ship, and I'm too frugal for that. Plus we're almost fully laden. That was not too painful at all. So I'm just going to get us underway. The wind is slightly behind us and pointing southeast, and we need to go south, so that works pretty well for me. We're just going to cast off and take it from there. So to cast off south, what I'm going to do is I'm going to release some of the sail. We're going to release the sheet just a touch so the wind catches us just at the right angle that'll help us turn. And that looks good to me. So I reckon we will just cast off, and then we'll have a wee look, see if we're hungry, thirsty, tired, once we're out the bay. So we are already moving, perfect. So I'm just going to turn her around before I go crashing into the dock there. It's a lovely beautiful night. Just keep going until... Thing is because of the direction the wind is going, we should be pretty good again to sail. I can't really make that out, but that looks like a little bit of a close haul at the moment. But yeah, to go to Alchemist Island from Gold Rock, you pretty much just want to go direct south. The earlier you can get to sleep, the better, because there's been a few occasions where I've ended up waking up and just passing the island, but it's no problem at all. We'll never sleep long enough that we'll go too far past. So we're going southeast just a touch, but the wind is coming in to our side and a beam, so that's good. I'm just going to turn us directly south because I don't think we're going to hit the sandbank or the pier there. Maybe I'll hold off just a wee touchy. Famous last words and all. We're a little bit thirsty and a little bit hungry, so I'll just do that now whilst I'm waiting. Oh, and we're turning. Okay, now we're definitely going to hit something. There we go. That happened because I locked the helm. Generally I wouldn't recommend locking the helm, especially in smaller boats, because your boat will turn without your control. If you have the right sail configuration, which on the Dhow is really easy, then it shouldn't go off course unless you're in a storm. So pretty happy with that. Just wait until we get past these bad boys and we should be sailing away. That'll do. Yeah, so as I say, it was a very easy sail in the last episode, nothing too dramatic. I did actually record a couple of Let's Plays before that, where I was in my last save in the sandbook. However, they didn't go so well. Given this is my first attempt at a Let's Play, I had too much to think about. I was actually sailing from Alchemist Island to Oasis, and I got caught in a storm. I woke up in the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, just everything that could have went wrong, which was good fun, but the video would have been about 2 hours long. Right, I think if we're holding course, I am ready for nap time. I'm going to go and get a little bit of supper, a little bit of cheese. Perfect. Smashing. I will see you in the morning. Good morning, folks. We are back. Looks like we've got good visibility. Wind is still pretty perfect. We don't have to move at all. Don't have to change the sail. It looks like I can see Alchemist Island in the distance. I think we're about halfway. Or we might even be a little bit closer than halfway. I'm not sure. Let's go and have a little peek. So we'll do a little bit of navigation. So we are just west of south. That's where Alchemist Island is from us. So that's pretty grand. Gold Rock City. I generally aim for exactly where the city is, which is kind of, if you aim for this rock, come in a bit and go down, that's where the city is. And it looks to me like the city is just a touch off north. So looking at our map, going just a touch off north and then just southeast. We are doing very well. Beautiful. That will do. I'm tempted to even go for another nap, but that's danger. That's dangerous talking. I think we'll just... Oh, I forgot to turn the light off last night. Whoops. That's okay, we've still got plenty. You can pick more of those up. Gold Rock City, Neverdin, Alnalem, a few other places. They cost a pretty penny at the start of the game, but you get to a point where they don't cost too much. You can also get extra candles for them, and when you've got a bigger ship you might want 4 or 5 spread around the place, because funnily enough, walking around a wooden boat, especially at night time, you don't see much, so they can come in quite handy. Looks to me like we're going pretty well. Wind is coming in perfectly from starboard side. Can we let the sail out just a little touch more, maybe? Get a little bit more speed? No, I think I'm going to bring it in actually. Create a nice 45-degree angle between the direction of the wind and the boom of the sail. That will be grand. Now, usually when I'm in Gold Rock City, I like to wait until daytime, go to the market, stock up on provisions and all that nonsense. But as I say, we've got plenty to do the next couple of sails. I mean, we've got almost a full barrel of water, we've got plenty of cheese there, so there is no need for any of that. Usually I would like to do a little bit of fishing at this point, but we don't have the fishing rod yet. So we're just going to have to grind a couple of sails, save up enough money so that we can splurge a little bit. And then hopefully have enough reputation where we can start trading and then really making money. Are we luffing just a touch there? Can I let that out? Bring it in perhaps? I don't know if that made any difference. Yeah, I think we need to bring it in. Yeah, I'm happy with that. You can see the sails catching the wind pretty well, so we're good with that. We are more than happy with that. So the direction we're going in right now, we will go to the island just west of Alchemist Island. East, my apologies. But before I get there, I'll do a little tack. In fact, I could close haul it directly to the island. That would be cheeky. Oh, that would be cheeky, but it's very tempting. We're going to do exactly that. Sail smart. Close hauling means that we're going to be going a little bit slow. But hey, what's the rush? We're stocked up. And we are doing good. What time is it? Where is the sun? Well, it's just past noon or 12. So we're not going to run out of sun, I don't think, by the time we get there. So I'm pretty chuffed, everything's going well. As I say, maybe sometimes it'd be exciting to get a little bit of jeopardy, but be careful what you wish for. Smooth sailing is what we're after. I always forget that in this little boat, your body weight actually affects the healing, which can be very useful if you're going fast through some choppy seas. Keep yourself straight up most you can. Yeah, I don't think we can close haul much more than that without essentially coming to a standstill, so yeah, I'm chuffed. We'll be in Alchemist Island in absolutely no time. I really like these lantine sails. With the sandbuck you get 2 of them, but obviously you generally carry a lot heavier cargoes, so I wouldn't recommend sailing close haul like this in the sandbuck unless you absolutely have to. Just because you don't get much speed and it can be a little bit monotonous. However, that does come in handy sometimes if you want to go to sleep but you don't want to sail past the island. Obviously another trick for that is just to reef the sail a little bit. So you're just going to pull it up like that. And then if you went to sleep, you'll have made less distance, going less speed. So that's a safe way of doing it. But we don't need to do that right now. So I'm going to press W and release the sail. And keep on our heading. Yeah, we've woken up pretty well here. So the island east of Alchemist Island is pretty much directly south. Alchemist Island is pretty much directly south-southwest. So I am pretty chuffed with that. I don't actually like carrying the map around, so I'm going to see if I can place it here. There we go. Oh no. There we go. That's better. You can kneel down, have a proper look there. So south-southeast, if we drew a line up and about that direction until the other islands directly south were... Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Every day's a school day, boys and girls. Right clicking closes the map. Fantastic. Very exciting. Oh, I love little things like that. Anyway, so we are probably about here, and that's grand. I wonder if we can see Lion's Fang out to our west at all. It doesn't look like it. It's quite a tall island, so... Oh wait, you think you can just make it out. If you look at the right hand side of your screen right now, just on the water line, you can see a little bauble just above the water. That's Lion's Fang. So that's a good thing about this archipelago is that generally during the day you can always tell where you are. Actually, the wind's gone very well for us. We can let that out a bit, get a bit of speed. Nice. So if I remember my points of sail, we're going back to school days here. I believe we're on somewhere between a closed haul and a beam reach from the starboard side. But as I say, typically you won't go wrong if your angle between, well, especially in this boat, if your angle between the, don't know what you call that, the flag or wind marker is 45 degrees with the boom of the sail, the big wooden stick. Stop me if I'm patronising you. Just a lovely game. Look at that. When I was uploading the last episodes, I realised way too late that I should take the opportunity to get a nice thumbnail. So I'm just trying to get a few options here. I think we've got a few there. We'll maybe get a nice screen grab of the wee boat. I'm going to just call it wee boat now, since I keep mispronouncing it. We'll get a nice screen grab of the wee boat in port when we get there. And in fact, I would actually like to head west of the port and then come in to berth in that direction, because the wind is blowing us that way, which will make it a lot easier to leave. I mean, this boat's perfect, as I say, for close haul sailing, but I'd rather get a shooting start. So yeah, pretty chuffed with this. I suppose I should start narrowing the angle a wee bit. And by that I mean doing exactly what I just said that I wanted to do, and try and get a better angle of approach for the future. It's all about investments for the future here. Let's have a quick look at our reputation. 0 grand. I believe you just need 5% reputation to start trading, but we will find that out the hard way. But with this mission we should at least go up to the next level, so we will get 5% once we hand in all this tobacco. We got blue and we got green. Unfortunately we don't have too much to carry in, for I am very lazy. Very nice. Right, so maybe 5 minutes have passed there in real life, and the sun is heading towards the west, so it'll just start to dip down until it's perfectly west. As I say, I need to learn how to use the chronometer. Right, I think we can get a big old turn, face her in the right direction, and then we can think about letting up the sail just to slow down speed a bit. Now that turn's brought us into a very nice beam reach, but that doesn't really matter at this point in time because I think we're going fast enough to not need to worry about any of that. Might just go for a wider berth here, since I am recording this, and if I don't get this perfect, everyone's going to judge me. Yep, I think we can pull in the sail now. And then haul her around. And I'm just aiming slightly off from the dock, and I'll do a final turn at the end so I can approach in a straight line. As you can see, the wind's behind us, so when we're setting off we'll head towards that little extra island there. Alchemist Island 2.0. That looks very nice to me. Maybe catch a little bit of the wind there. Very nice. Oh, I think we're going to crash. All around last minute. Ah, would you look at that. Oh, a little crash. You guys didn't hear that. Nobody heard that. That didn't happen. Oh, shaboy. Did I say the word perfect? This is sailing. Good thing there's no damage in this game yet. At least I don't think there is. Probably pulled that in a bit too tight actually. Like that would touch. Just scrolling back on the mouse wheel to tighten up our spring lines just a little bit. Sorry, our bow and stern line. There's no spring lines in this game yet. Not sure if there will be. I think I'm pretty chuffed with that. Quick drink of water before I start my manual labour. Right. We got blue tobacco and green tobacco. Now, maybe I'm a little bit picky about this, but I like to complete the missions one specific type of cargo at a time. You do get stats on this. They don't really matter too much, but I'm an absolute sucker for stats. So very much enjoy completing that. It is actually about to hit night time, so I'm going to quickly buy a bottle of water from this guy. And I'm actually going to stock up because I like to invest in the future. And it's always good to have some water. Oftentimes when I'm on a big voyage, I've got a couple of barrels and then I've got a crate that's filled with bottles of water. So there's absolutely no chance I'm going to run out of water on a long voyage, unless I get really stuck. And then we've got the new nutrition and vitamins update in the game since I think it was December 3rd perhaps. That's at least when they upgraded things a little bit. So I've gotten used to drying food out with the food rack. You've got to eat fruit whenever the little fruit icon comes up down in the bottom left there. We need cheese, which pretty much is just, you know, it's a mix of protein, cheese, bread, anything that isn't fruit. Did I just... Oh no, I've already finished the green tobacco, that's fine. I just thought after doing all my waffling on about that, I thought I forgot to get everything in on time. Mission complete. Fantastic. Let's have a little look at what the reputation is saying now. Reputation, we have a 5% retail discount. Can we trade yet? We can. Exciting times. Right, so I think I'd like to get a little nap first, to be honest with you, because I don't know how much I'm going to be stocking up the boat with. We'll get a little drinky poo of water. Right folks, I don't condone littering, but it is a mechanic in the game, so, you know, that'll disappear when I get out of range anyway, I think. That doesn't happen in real life. Already turned off the light. Have a wee bit of scran just to keep all of our stats around the same level. I watched back on my previous episode and I realised when I was describing the North Star, I called this the M constellation, and then when I heard my accent back I realised that you just can't tell if that's M or N. I don't know if you can. So what I mean is M for Mike, not N for November. So you go from this part of the M, the first arch of the M, the second arch of the M, and then it's always the one below the last one on the right hand side of the M. Obviously you can tell it's the right hand side because the other way round is a W for whiskey. And there's your North Star. So now I've cleared that up, I'll go for a little nap. Good morning, or still good evening, good early morning should I say. I think we've had enough of a sleep where we can go and have a look at what's kicking. I'm going to put my spare bottles of water in here, and I'm actually just going to put some random stuff in here as well whilst I'm at it. We don't need the cup. I would sell it to that guy, but he's not there anymore. So that'll do for now. And let's go and see what missions and trade we can pick up for our next voyage. Mail to Gold Rock City, which is very tempting because it's bang north. Do we have anything else to Gold Rock City? 4 spices. We've got medicine for 12, and there's only one of those. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that. Oh, and we can take a third mission. Anything else that's nice and light? No. That's okay then. We will go... Oh, that's spices to Oasis. I'm sure I saw spices to Gold Rock somewhere. 4 of them. Right. I'll take that unless I can find something that I can trade for a decent amount of money to Gold Rock with what little spending money I've got. So over here, this is the row that tells you how much it's going to cost in each port. So for example, water, it's going to cost 21. And it's going to sell with a profit indicated on this side. So I'm basically just going to look up here and see what the biggest number is for now. Well, I'm not going to afford gems. Okay, little profit on spices, but can't afford them. Grain, half decent profit on grain actually. If you can get like 20% profit, which is, this is just over, that's pretty good in this game, at least for the start. White tobacco, well we can't afford that, but there's not much profit in it anyway. Right, so we are not trading, which means I am going to take the spices because we're not going to be too heavy with that. I'm going to make a little cut and I'll be back with you once the boat is laden. Alright folks, we have her stocked and ready to go, so that wasn't too bad actually. We've got our spices around the midships just to try and keep balance as much as possible since it doesn't take much to tip this boat. Close to zero chance that we'll ever capsize in the situation we're in now. The seas are nice. There's no swell, there's no storm by the looks of things. Touch wood. Touch wood. So I think it's just, yeah, we're going to set off. I've put the mail in the front since that's nice and light, so it doesn't affect us for any bobbing. And then I've chucked some medicine here. I will need to jump around the ship because I'm a little bit too overweight to get through there. But yeah, without further ado, we will head off. So the wind is directly behind us. So what we're going to want to do is let the sail out with the sheet as much as we can, because when we open that up, the wind is going to be right behind us and we're going to set off. We're not exactly going to be hitting 50 mile per hour or anything, but we'll get a good start. So I'm not going to let it off too much, as I would like to make a nice little turn, get us on the right head into Gold Rock, and then go for a little nap after that. This is pretty much napping and eating and drinking simulator at times. I really enjoy the survival element of this game. Oh, well, that did not go well either, but we are live. Yeah, it's because I've got my helm turned into when I was docking. So yeah, pro tip, always check the direction your helm is before you set off. Okay, the wind is still directly behind us. That was not my most beautiful escape of a dock, but hey ho. Gold Rock Island, we want to be facing directly north. So I'm going to turn her slightly, and then I'm going to pull the sheet in just a touch, because the wind was behind it. Oh, there we go, the sail's gone around the mast there. When the wind was behind us, that means when we turn 90 degrees to it, again, stop me if I'm patronising, but the wind will now be going across our beam pretty much exactly there. I don't know if you can make that out on YouTube, but the fact that you can't see a flag fluttering about tells you that it's directly in line with the mast, and we are facing exactly west there, so it's going well. So I'm going to face towards Gold Rock City. I'm hoping I don't sleep too much. I might actually just keep the sail where it is, so we don't run the risk of going head first into a massive rock. That would not be the best outcome. And I'm going to have a little drink of water, have a little snack, and then it's bedtime. Again, 3 naps. I look after my Sailwind character better than I look after myself sometimes. I say sometimes, most of the time. Little snack. Oh, I hate that sound in my headphones. Okay, keeping our heading just shy east to the north, which I'm pretty happy with, because we'll need to kind of avoid any plinths or sandbanks when we get there anyway. Goodbye, Alchemist Island. Thank you for your custom. I hope you enjoyed your tobacco. Don't enjoy it too much. Good night. Good morning, folks. It's a beautiful day. We're still pretty early in the morning, actually. The sun's just slightly south of east. So we will get to Gold Rock whilst it's still daytime, which is always handy. Little bit of a swell in the water, actually, but nothing drastic. How is our wind looking? Slightly behind us, but I would say it's more coming in from our port side this time, since we're going the opposite way. So I'm going to pull the sheet in just a little bit, just to get a better angle of sail. That'll do. Oh, we've got a little bit of a bob. And I'm going to completely let the sail out, because I am a speed freak. Just move our medicine back here. I forgot to say that's where I put the medicine, so there you go, that's where I put the medicine. We are bobbing around, but it's not enough to worry me. I don't mind a little bit of bobbing, if it means we can pick up speed and get there a little quicker. I tell you what, I hope I live in a world where at some point in the future we get some sort of 4D gaming where you can feel that sun, because it's currently freezing here in Scotland, given obviously it's the middle of January, well, the start of January. So I've got my heating blasted, I've got many layers on. So I guess maybe I'm trying to live my best life here in Sailwind at the moment. How are we doing for food and drink? Ah, we're pretty good. I will still fill my guts whilst we're at it. I'm hoping to get to Gold Rock whilst the market's still open, so I can maybe start thinking about stocking up on provisions, because we are running a little bit low on cheese. I don't think we'll be financially stable enough to be picking up the fishing hook just yet. So I'm thinking in this game maybe this little corner always appears to luff a little bit. I guess that's realistic. I mean, it's never going to be just bang tight like that. The wind just doesn't just continuously blast in that direction. There's swirls, so for the sake of realism, I think we can maybe turn north just a touch. We are bobbing just a little bit more, but I'm not going to let it beat me. I am not bringing up that sail. And now we are pretty much exactly on a beam reach, so we should be cooking my gas and getting there pretty quickly. In fact, if I force the perspective here, you can actually make out the city in the left hand side of your screen. Just being careful not to hit those rocks up ahead, or mountains, I guess, hills. Land features. Be nice to have my spyglass now, but it will all happen in good time. Beautiful blue sea. So yeah, it's the aim of this Let's Play to essentially grind myself up to the sandbook, and then I'll probably do a couple bits more grinding, maybe to Oasis and back with that ship, until I've got enough money to really spoil myself with provisions, you know, like an oven, drying rack, lots of lanterns, lots of water, and really stock up the ship. Because in this Let's Play, I'm going to be sailing to the Emerald Isle for the first time in my life, and I'm going to do it with you guys. So I don't expect it to go perfectly, but that's the end goal. So that's where I think we'll get that little bit of jeopardy I'm talking about. So just up ahead, maybe we can see it better if I jump to the front again. Nope, we'll see it better when I hit C. So you can see directly where I'm heading is a little sandbank. You can go to either side of that. I'm going to go, well, from my point of view, I'm going to go west of it. And then that way I can get a better angle of attack for coming into dock. Hopefully I do a little bit better for y'all, you can be impressed. I don't want to keep crashing the boat. I'd like to get into the habit of being good at that, considering, as I say in the roadmap, damage will come. I think I even saw that multiplayer is going to come in this game at some point, and that's going to be good fun. Very much looking forward to that. I wonder if they'll have like a player trading system, and who knows, we can only speculate. But given what they've done to this game so far, or them, one person, it's a pretty damn good game. Pretty solid. I mentioned in the last episode that I was going to hold off from swearing. I've done a little bit of research, and it seems like it's a no-no in YouTube, so I'm having to really go against my nature here. I wonder what's safe. Can I say fiddlesticks? That might be my new swear word. Coming in a bit more of a close halt. Pull that in. There we go, get that 45 degree I was talking about. It's not always that 45 degree is the best thing for you, but as a general rule of thumb, it's a good place to start. I mean, you can see sail is catching the wind is catching the sail. We are chuffed. What time is it? Am I going to get there before the market shuts? I can't bloody see because of this. Let's get on the spices. Surely, I mean, that's pretty much bang on noon. I mean, it is bang on noon, look at that. So, I don't know what time the shop's shut. I'll speculate 7, since that's when the sun goes down. It could be maybe a little bit before that. But I think we'll have plenty of time to go and do that. I'll get all this delivered first. In fact, will I? I don't know if that affects your reputation. Like if you deliver something early, does that make a difference? There we go, mission history. I guess it doesn't say. I'll need to look that one up. Because if it doesn't make a difference, then I suppose it would be wiser to go to the market first. I'm just pulling that in because we're pretty close hauled as we're trying to get round these plinths. And then with the slight roughness of the sea, I don't want to stop dead in the water. There's only so much I can fill in the conversation before I will completely start blabbing. And I'm going to spare you guys that for now, since I'm feeling nice. I am tempted to just go round to the east of this plinth, set of plinths, rather. Yeah, I think that's the safest option, and also it means I can go a little bit faster. I'm not scared, I'm efficient. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit worried I'm going to not make that. I don't know if anyone else gets this in this game, but sometimes when you're coming into Gold Rock City, there's what looks like a little tsunami forming. I don't know if it's like maybe something to do with like the rocks around here. See that there? But there's been times I've sailed over this and it just looks completely unnatural. But fortunately, it's been nice to us today. There we have Gold Rock City in the distance. It's something o'clock. It's about a third of the way between noon and 7. What's 7 divided by 3? Just less than 2.5, so it's maybe 2:30-ish. I might be completely wrong there, but it sounds good to me. Right. The wind is pretty much coming directly from Gold Rock. So we're going to close hauler a bit and then we'll do a little tack, because we are past the danger zone. Now that I've said that, I'm going to have a particular tune stuck in my head for the rest of this. I'll stop the episode once I've stocked all this in and then had a little look around the market. I hope you guys enjoyed my tour of the sandbuck yesterday. It was almost like saying goodbye, because I don't think I'll be back on that save for a while, maybe ever. I'm not sure, because I really want to commit to this one and see how far I can take it. I'm considering my last save as the learning curve. Not that I've gone far up the learning curve, but I think I can get to most islands confidently. As I say, I really messed up. Can I make the map like... I'm sure it's not usually in my face that much, but I'm not too sure how to look at it this way. Yeah, I had a little bit of trouble getting to Oasis. Haha, love it. Usually I don't like to put the map there because it looks a bit awkward, but now that I roll it up, it looks beautiful. It doesn't take much to excite me, and that's a prime example. Right, go to do a little tack. I am not worried about it in this boat at all. She'll pick up the wind just like that. No trouble whatsoever. As I say, in the sandbuck, you often run the risk of getting stuck dead in the water when you do that. But there's lots of little tricks you can do, since you've usually got 2 sails on the sandbuck. At some point, I'm sure I'll get stuck in the water in this wee boat, so I'll show some hints and tips for getting out of that. It's called being dead in the water, basically when you're facing directly windward. Windward meaning the direction the wind is coming from, and then leeward, the direction the wind is going. Right, I think we can aim ourselves for pretty much the bow of the sandbuck there. We will catch the wind. We'll head down. Don't need any provisions. A little bit on the sleepy side. I guess that's roughly another just shy of 2.5 hours. Damn, time really moves quick. Okay, I think I'll visit the market first, but we might not necessarily have much money to spend there. But at the very least, I'll get some more food. Because we're doing short sails, I don't necessarily need to get a big crate of anything. I can just fill my pockets with some food and I'll be happy there. Oh, okay. We're going fast. Turn that round. Hold about there. We're going to bring the sail in. There we go. Going to go back. Turn us round so we're aiming towards that last part of the wall there. It's a little bit harder for setting off, but because I've got a few more bits of cargo in this boat, I would like to be as close as possible. We're just going to bus her in a little bit, but this is a good speed to me. Lovely jubbly. Oh. Yoink. There we go. I dedicate that one to you guys. Wasn't that lovely? Pull in our bowline. Pull in our stern line. Not too much. I don't want to scrape against the wall. And we'll start chucking this stuff out. Hold T, throw. I know it's not super realistic to be throwing a massive barrel of spices, but the lazy option is often the better option, I find. And it doesn't use up stamina or anything like that, or thirst to absolutely yeet massive crates. As I say, I'd like to do each mission at a time. And then our medicine. I will check missions and reputation later. I think I will sleep before I do all that. But first we'll have a little look around the market. We're not really that hungry. I think I'll just buy some dates just to fill that up a little touch. I'm going to buy a lamb steak for tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to fill my pockets with some bread, and then of course I do this in every port. Take another bottle of water and continue filling that crate. 247 gold. Do we have enough to fish? I mean, I don't really like fishing without an oven. I mean, raw fish is not fun. Where's the fishing hooks? There we go. 64, that's decent. Then 8 for fishing hooks. Yeah, we might as well take it now. I'm going to drink this. Leave it here. Maybe I'll be back here when I come back. And take the fishing hooks. It's just nice to get that early. If you're stuck at sea and you're very hungry, there's absolutely nothing wrong with raw fish. I usually like to drop this down at the side there so I can still put some cargo along there. And in fact, we'll keep our inventory clear. I'm not going to forget about that steak because no one wants rotten steak. I'm not willing to eat that. I'll eat raw fish but not rotten steak. I have principles. And hey, we have our bottle of water. And I'm going to just take a little lamp hook as well, just for fun. Couple more of these. And I think that's enough market time for us. yeah, pretty happy with that. I think we'll have everything we'll need for our next sail. So what I'll do is I'll have a wee look, see what's available, see if I can plan for the future. It might be, yeah, it looks like it's going to be another trip to Alchemist Island. Yep, I'm just going to accept that now. I won't do this sail in this episode, but it's good to just get that sorted for now. Oranges are heavy, but there's only 2 of them, so yeah, that's going to get us a decent amount of money. I don't know if I want to trade just yet, but can we? Oh wait, I knew we can. Good thing about going from Gold Rock to Alchemist Island is that once you've got a bit of money, I mean, you can get about a 50% profit there. Well, just shy of 50% profit there. Yeah, so green tobacco and blue tobacco is what we're going to want to trade when we get there. I can hire him, but I don't need to do that because I'm just going to sign off around now. Let's get a nice shot of our lovely little dinky boat whilst the sun is going down. So thank you very much for joining me again, guys. I hope this one was a little bit smoother, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheery bye.